So the first question was which statement is correct, and this one was kind of a tough one, but only 5 out of 17 people got that right. But it was none of the above were correct. The second one, which is again which one is true, um, and it looks like 9 out of 17 of you got that one right, which is just over half, unless explicitly declared as global. Setting SQL modes affects only the client that sets them. Let's see. Next one. Next one is question 3. Nearly all of you got that right. 16 out of 17 got that right. So it was use inventory. That was the correct one. Number 4. Again, 15 out of 17 of you got that one right. And that was \G. The next one, it was about 41% of you, I guess, got it right. 7 out of 17. This was a little tricky, but you needed the -- force option. You needed the -- force option. It was a little tricky because there was a -- F, and that would have worked if it was only one dash. So I think that caught a number of you by surprise, and a number of you picked the source, which we've used, but the question was which one will continue processing even if errors occur. And the -- force is the one that says to continue processing no matter what. Question 6. Was which of the following is false? Let's take a look at that one. And there, 11 out of 17 of you got the correct one there. What? It's muted. It's muted. Let's see. MySQL commands have both a long and short form. The long form is a full word, and the short consists of a \ followed by a single character. It's not a \, it's a dash, and it is case sensitive, so that's not 100% correct. So this one is not correct. Next, this was really a trick question. A number of you saw that it was correct. MySQL connector J is the JDBC driver for Java. This says JavaScript, and that one was a bit of a trick question, but it was. So I think a number of you saw JavaScript and assumed it was the same thing. What? Let me see. I got a question on this one. Where are the questions? I'm not sure what you mean by that. Where are the questions? On the we got the questions right here. The question is right here, and I'm going over it. I'm not sure I understand what you mean by where are the questions. Oh, Josie, I'm not sure what you're talking about. Where's the question? They're right here, and the answers are to the right, so I'm not really sure what you mean by that. Next one, question 8. Over half, 50, almost 60% of you show that the bit data type is not a string. You can't see my screen, Josie? Is there anyone else having trouble seeing my screen? I don't know why you're having a problem, Josie. Okay, so Eric, you can see it, and so Mike, you can see it as well. Okay, we got it now. Okay, good. Okay, so let's go on. Um, this one actually, I did have an error on it. This I accidentally selected small int as the answer. That's incorrect. The correct answer should be medium int. So a U.S. zip code has 5 digits, which means the maximum value is 99999 or 99,000, one short of 100,000. Small int being 2 bytes will go to a maximum of 65,000 and change. So that's not big enough to hold a zip code. You need a medium int. So everyone who got that one wrong will get credit. So a number of you, 7 of you correctly picked medium int, and unfortunately I realized it afterwards that I selected the wrong one. So you'll get credit. So the final grades haven't been adjusted yet. I'm still working on that, but hopefully get them done tonight. Question 10. Which data type is the best choice for financial applications because of rounding errors? And it's decimal. And 15 out of 17 of you got that one correct. Next one, 11. Again, here the bit 4 is 10 out of 17, or almost 60% of you got that right. It is all the above. 12. Which of the following statements is false? And 12 out of 17 of you got that right answer is correct. It was C. Here's another one, which I'm probably going to wind up having to give all of you that selected varchar 3000 credit. What happened was when MySQL first came out, my ISAM was its original database engine. And in the original MySQL, and this is going back like 15 years, of course, had a maximum varchar size of 2,000. And if you wanted to go over 2,000, you had to use text. Now, and my understanding was that my ISAM still had that limitation, and that InnoDB, which is the commercial implementation, doesn't have that restriction. I went on to the latest version of MySQL, and it turns out my ISAM doesn't have that restriction anymore either. So that one was bad. So nearly all of you will get credit. Those of you who selected text 3000, I'll give you credit as well. So pretty much everyone's going to get credit on that question. I can go back and show the questions again. Also, this is going to be on YouTube, Josie, so you'll be able to go through it again as well. Next one. This is another one where I had a typo on this one. The question was... what was the question? What was the question? Here's a structure, yes. I think the question was, what string is stored? And I really meant to say what string is displayed. And the empty string will be displayed because Mango is not in the valid list. Some of you selected 0, and it was a little confusing because the value actually stored would be zeroed, but the value displayed would be the empty string. So that's, again, my, not proofreading it enough. I meant to say what string is displayed because it says string and stored, and that's really, that's kind of a half correct on both parts. So those of you who put 0 or an empty string, you'll get credit. So 4 of you will get some more points. Yeah, so it says what string will be stored, and I really meant to say what string will be displayed. So anyway, so a few of you will get a few more points on that one as well. Let's see the following. Any